Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. It really helps out. And on today's episode, we're going to be getting back into the Scout here, and we're going to be tackling the heater core. So stick around if you'd like to check it out. Okay, we're going to go on ahead and try and get this heater box out of here. We're just going to pull the whole thing out. In order to get it out of here, there's going to be two bolts up here. They're going to be 1/2 inch. And then there is, it looks like a stud with a nut on it right down here. There's going to be one right there, and that's also 1/2 inch. And then I believe there's also going to be one on the bottom right there. So we're going to go on ahead and try and get these out of here and get this whole assembly out, and then we can go on ahead and work on it out of the truck here. All right, so I can fill down here. There is another bolt right underneath it here, so we'll go ahead and get that one out. And it also feels like there's a linkage right here to connect, but it looks like I can just pop that off right here pretty easily. Now with all the bolts out, we're going to go on ahead and we're going to disconnect these hoses. I'm hoping there's not much coolant in there, if any, because I drained it, and but I don't know, it's been sitting at an angle here, so who knows if there'll be any in there. But we'll go on ahead and we'll get these off and hopefully not really have any leaks. We'll see. So there's two Phillips head screws holding these brackets on to hold the hoses right here, so make sure you get those off there. So this bottom one does have a little bit of stuff in it right here, so I'll try and keep this one upright a little bit more. In fact, what we'll do is we'll probably try and lift this up a little bit and get this out of here so I can go on ahead and take this off with it pointing up here. Whoever did this thing last right here put some sealant around this part where the stud is, so I'm gonna have to go on ahead and trim it out with a X-Acto knife and try and pop it off here. All right, last thing before we can pop this out of here is we got to disconnect the wires for it right here. So we'll get those done and we should be able to pop it out. Okay, got that disconnected. We'll clip off this zip tie and we should be good. Okay, there we go. Let's get this out of here. All right, now that we have this out of the Scout, we're going to undo these Phillips heads right here, and hopefully we can pop out this heater core. So there is our heater core. We're going to go on ahead and we're going to drain this into a jug right here, make sure there's nothing in it, and then we're going to go on ahead and take this down to a local shop here, and we're going to get it pressure tested and see if it's okay still. If not, we'll see if they can recore it. Worst case, we'll just have to get another one online. With everything out of here now, we're going to go on ahead and start cleaning this up. We're going to sand it down a bit, degrease it a little bit, clean it up, and then we'll get some primer and paint on this area. Then we can start working on the actual heater box that was out here. So let's jump on it here. All right, so I'm trying not to kick up a lot of sparks just because I have the fuel condenser or the evaporation can right here and the fuel line right here. So I'm just trying not to kick up a lot of sparks as I'm doing this here. Now that we got this all cleaned up right here, we're going to go ahead and start masking off the stuff that we don't want to get painted, put a bag over what we don't want painted over here, and then especially up here on the fender line, we're going to mask this off so we don't get any overspray on our new paint. All right, now that we have the engine bay cleaned up right here, we're going to focus our attention on this heater box right here. So we're going to start taking this apart, get it stripped down and primed and painted, and then we can start reinstalling everything. Okay, now that we got the main part of the heater core body, I guess, painted right here, we're going to start taking apart this stuff so we can get this scuffed up and painted as well. So this Allen key right here, this is a size 3 Allen key. I believe it's going to be a little bit, it's not the right exact size, but it's working for me right here. And I don't have the other size that would probably fit this here. So we're going to go on ahead and get this off of here, the squirrel cage. Sometimes these are a little bit hard to get off, but this one feels like it might be coming a little easier than normally here. Oh yeah, it's popping right off of there. Okay, got that off of there. And we can go on ahead and get this cleaned up and painted as well here. Okay, so we got all the parts painted right here. We are going to leave off at this part on this episode right here, but we're going to pick back up next week on finish this off right here. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.